So today's Bible study is going to be from the book of Kings, and we're going to be looking at King Solomon. I like King Solomon's story because it's a story of instructions and it's also a story of warning. But we're going to be looking at the beginning of his reign in 3 segments so we can kind of pull from there and see how we can implement some of Solomon's experiences into our lives when it comes to seeking wisdom and all that. I've broken this Bible study into 3 segments. The first segment is going to focus on wisdom before expansion. The second one is going to touch on excellence builds strategic partnership. And the third segment is going to look at how influence is tested by substance. This is the time Solomon became king and God inquired from him and what would you want to rule these people? Solomon did not ask for riches. He asked for wisdom. I'm going to be reading from verses 9 through 13, and I'm jumping right into the spot where Solomon responds to God's question. It says, "Give your servant therefore an understanding mind to govern your people, that I may discern between good and evil. For who is able to govern this your great people?" So it pleased God that Solomon asked this. So God said to him, "Because you have asked this and have not asked for yourself long life or riches or the life of your enemies, but have asked for yourself understanding to discern what is right, behold, I now do according to your word. Behold, I give you a wise and discerning mind, so that none like you has been before you, and none like you shall arise after you. I give you also what you have not asked, both riches and honor, so that no other king shall compare with you all your days." So what do we see from this exchange? We see that God entrusts increase to those who discern or who ask for discernment before desire. Solomon wanted to do the right thing in the eyes of God. Let's make this applicable to real life when it comes to expansion. So when you're looking for that job, or you're trying to open that business, or you're trying to find that spouse, what are the things you need to do before you proceed? Because these are all expansions, okay? So what I would recommend you focus on before making that next move, that business move, or trying to go out there and make yourself available for a husband, is to start to seek God first before you launch that new business, before you go and apply for that job you've been looking at, or before you even start talking to that guy who's been trying to track you down and take you on a date. So seek God first. And I would say, ask God, how should I build? And not necessarily how fast should I build it. Take timeline out of it. When it comes to following God's way and doing the way that he wants, you have to start to not focus on your own timeline, but focus on his. Ask him, how do I build this business? How do I build myself up to before I present myself for this job? Or how do I improve myself to become a wife before I start looking for a partner? And then thirdly, what I would recommend is prioritize discernment over visibility or profit. So when you start that business, don't be all concerned about people not seeing me, people not clicking my thing. You know what I'm putting out there, people not engaging. Focus on the right things to do. Ask God on a daily basis, what are the right things to do? So you're asking for discernment of the things you need to implement, and just keep doing the work. Visibility will come and profit will come. What is the key principle in segment 1? If wisdom leads, provision will follow. But when wisdom is ignored, success becomes dangerous. Anyway, I really hope you can check out the full Bible study on the website. There's more details, more scriptures, so check it out. I also have a journal that you can use for the month of February in order to just pick out the high points and implement into your life. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.